Welcome back to Leagues 3, Shattered Relics. Starting off today, using up all of the bones we got from that blue dragons task I did. 1,260 prayer XP for each baby dragon bone used on the altar here. And we basically get double that. So let's see how many prayer levels we end up with after we use all these and the regular dragon bones. There's a relic for skilling. It is the Praying Respects fragment. Fragment, not relic. Praying Respects. I think that is the Always Buries Bones relic. Fragment. Praying Respects. We have a lot of fragments now. Bury and scatter ashes automatically. Goes up to 200% regular XP. I mean, that's okay. But bringing them to here is effectively 700%. But it is automatic. So there's pros and cons to that. I guess it's easier for the ashes, since you don't need to do something else with that. But still. Nice to have more fragments here. Always good. And there is a task complete for reaching 100 combat. We were getting fairly close to that, just based on our melee training. But all these prayer levels pushed us over the edge there. So that was a hard task. Very good. And there's a random relic fragment. Fragment upgrade. Proflectional. Level 2. These dragon bones are currently 3,000 experience each. So since you get doubled off the altar, basically 6,000 prayer experience per dragon bone. So that is pretty good. That's pretty good. We can get dragon bones easier later. Higher stats, fighting green dragons or something. Or other prayer methods. We'll see. Anyways, we got to 68 prayer. So, not quite 70. But we can use chivalry. And that is a medium task. So that's pretty cool. Now I think I'm just going to leave. Here's something that I set up yesterday. Collect resources at 100% is a hard task. We got 2 dwarf weeds, 2 pteramins, and 29 maple logs. Oh boy. Did not set it up with a huge amount of money, because we don't have a huge amount of money yet. Don't know if it's really worth doing stuff with Kingdom, with how easy it is to get resources. But I guess it's just additional stuff if you have a bunch of spare cash. A consideration for the future. Now to get into the meat of today's episode. We've got some skills that we really have not touched effectively. Tons of tasks, tons of things to do. So I'm going to work on that. Starting with farming. But first, I need to do some maximum level AFKing. And while we do that, I'm going to get some experience here in Certified Farmer and Rogue's Chompy Farm, Mother's Magic Fossils, Smith and Double, Catch of the Day, and then Alchemaniac is just here for personal banker maxing. So we're going to be getting fragment XP in 5 of these while we are down here at the Essence Mine. Very importantly, mining it with an adamant pickaxe. Because that makes the essence once every 4 ticks, which is as good as you're going to get for fragment XP. This is incredibly AFK, because all the essence is just going to my bank. Probably never going to use any of this pure essence either, since we can just get day alt essence. That's much more experience. Although I suppose the question is going to become if it's faster to just go get day alt essence or use the pure essence that's in the bank. Either way, I'm going to be sitting here mining for quite some time. So I'm going to just make a list of fragment levels that I get during this process. And I will be back when I'm back. Okay. Progress report on the Pure Essence AFKing. Get ready, it's a lot. Mother's Magic Fossils, level 3. Rogue's Chompy Farm, level 3. Rock Solid, level 2. Smithing Double, level 2. Chinchonkers, level 2. Certified Farmer, level 3. Catch of the Day, level 3. Barbarian Pest Wars, level 3. Rock Solid, level 3. Mixologist, level 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 level ups for my fragments. So that's going very well. Wasn't too long ago we just got to 10 level 3s. We just got a ton more. Fantastic. So now I have all the fragments that I wanted to be able to do the best possible job at Tide Farm. So let's get to it. Everything is in place. We've got Rogue's Chompy Farm for quadruple points. Certified Farmer for triple resources. Or double resources. Greedy Gatherer for triple resources. And even Unchained Talent for a +8 boost. With all of that together, we will easily be able to get huge amount of points. I know exactly what I'm doing here. And now we can use the minigun teleport. Fantastic. Also, great things that happened. This area is now limited to only 2 people. So there's going to be less crazy crashing here, with 3 people being allowed in the room. With our permanent 6 times loot from each of the plants, we could get away with doing 17. I'm just going to do all 20. There is the fact of how the points work here, that if you deposit more than 100 fruits, you don't actually get any extra experience or points. So the goal here is to get 100 in, unfortunately, 1/5 of the time, since we're going to be planting 20. But we also have to use the regular watering cans. But with quadruple points, that shouldn't be too bad either. We will very quickly be able to purchase things from the reward. So let's see how much these XP drops are going to be. We're starting with just the lowest level ones. And that's okay. There it is. 6 times harvests per plant. Every single time. Luckily, it doesn't do anything weird like noting them, because then I won't be able to turn them in. But here is our first deposit here at Tithe Farm. For 108,000 experience. Getting us to level 53. And a harvesting fragment for CD Business. That's new. Got a new farming fragment. We could search this by level 1. That'd probably be the easiest way to find them. Sometimes saves seeds. 10% chance, 25% chance, 50% chance. Part of Personal Banker and Trailblazer. Okay. So that's going to be a new fragment we can use. That can we actually get more experience in when we're doing Personal Banker. Because we're getting close to having all of those maxed out right now. So that's nice. There is 104 points for that one. But if we put more in, we don't get experience or something like that. So the best strategy here is to leave now. See, even though we put in 120 fruits, it only went up to 100. And then the points were quadrupled. But no more is going to get me anything else. So then we leave. And then we go back in. Now we do have 53 farming. Oh, there's 2 people in here. Or there's 3 people in here. What we need to do now is let 80 more Golvanovas just wither and die. Because there is a task to plant 100 of the seeds, but it doesn't say they need to live. And we can move on to the next level of seeds here for more experience. So it's really not worth our time planting the level 34 seeds. We wouldn't have been able to do that right now if I hadn't used Unchained Talent, because we're only level 53. We would literally have been 284 experience away from being able to do this and move on. If that happened, I'd probably go try to find something quickly to get 200 XP. Because it's a lot more experience. When you move on to the next levels. So I'm just going to plant all these for that task. This should be the 100th Golanova planted. Pretty convenient that it's not 100 harvests. Would have been okay if it was 100 fruits. But either way, medium task completed. And now we can swap it out for Bologanos. Do 1 round of 20. Maybe not here. Looks like people are just having their plants die. There should only be 1 person in here. Oh, I guess it might be 1 person killing all their plants. All right, we will hop to another instance. They couldn't shrink it to only 1 person per instance. That'd be too easy. All right. 120 more fruits to turn in 100 fruits for 253,000 farming experience. Getting us to level 64. Also, fragment is more CD business. With the amount that these XP drops are, I'm thoroughly expecting to get a fragment every time we finish a round here. That just seems like what's going to happen. Okay. That got us to level 64, boosted to 72, so we can't immediately go on to the next tier of seed yet. We need to do 2 rounds of Tithe Farm, except it's 1/5 of a round of Tithe Farm. Oh no. This is pretty impressive farming experience. Not gonna lie. And we let the rest of the Bolaganos die. But we completed the hard task to plant 100 of the seeds. Deposit this for another 250,000 XP. I guess we didn't get a fragment on that turn in. But we did get one during the process, so there's more seedy business. With that, we easily have the level for the third and final type of seed. We also have 300 points, which I should probably use on something. Typically, I would get the can first, because it makes the whole process here easier. But since we don't need to worry about running out of water between groups of 20, really just speeds up the whole process here. So I think instead, I'm going to buy parts of the outfit. I don't think we quite have enough for all of it. So, buy the hat, buy the jacket, buy the boots. Alright, next round we get the legs. This will give us a tiny boost to the farming experience here. Not that that's a huge concern. Back in again, this time with the best seeds. Okay, let's see what the XP drop's gonna be. 421,000. Yeah, I can work with that. And now we can plant the seeds. Thank you. Then we can just pop out here, purchase the pants, and that is the full farmer's outfit, which is a hard task. We just need to buy the rest of the things here on the bottom row. I don't think auto weed's technically a task, but auto weed's just great. I guess not. I don't think the herb sack is either. It was plant the 3 seeds, outfit, can, and seed box. But herb sack's pretty nice, so we might get that anyways. I'll see how I'm feeling. But I think the next one is definitely going to be the can. That's only going to take a few more rounds. There is 80 farming, seedy business fragment, and Recaller's can, which is a medium task. So we can say goodbye to these regular watering cans. Don't need those anymore. And we head back in. And there is the elite task for planting 100 Logavano seeds. And I'm sure they appreciate the fact that we haven't purposely killed any of those seeds. That is very, very good points. Next up, the seed box for another medium task. And more seedy business fragments. And that gets us to level 2. Saving more seeds. Fun. There really is not particularly many XP drops here at Tithe Farm, but I guess it was enough to get Message in a Bottle to level 3. So that means more clue vessels. Okay. Cool. And another opportunity to use a different fragment to put XP in it. And there's a miscellaneous fragment. Ah, we've got all the miscellaneous fragments. You no longer receive this type of miscellaneous fragment. That's all miscellaneous fragments with this type have been reached their maximum level. I don't know if there's multiple types of miscellaneous. Could be the mini-games type and then the clues type. I don't know. No more of whatever those were, I guess. And now, for the rewards that don't give you any points. Here's a herb sack and auto weed. We have 98 more points. So we could buy like 19 super compost. That's not too exciting. There might be some tasks with grape seeds later, so I'm just going to keep these points here. Not too worried about it. Seedy business. And all clue scroll fragments in order to receive this type of miscellaneous fragment. So the other one was miscellaneous minigames. And this one is clue scrolls miscellaneous. I feel like more sections of fragments would have made this whole process a little simpler. Well, that's okay. So I think that means we're not going to get any more miscellaneous fragments ever again. So any skills that we've already unlocked all their fragments, we're just never going to get anything. That's fair. We did pump a lot of direct experience into those miscellaneous fragments. Completely on purpose. But I think that means we are completely done here at Tithe Farm. Got up to level 88. And now we can go do some farming. I prepared this compost bin earlier, so I can take some super compost for a medium task. And now, I don't want any more super compost, so can I put this in a partially filled? Yes, we can. Perfect. Now we can get ultra compost. Much better. Just casually strolling up to the farming guild with level 88 farming, as you do. Medium task. Enter the farming guild. And it's going to be no additional task for coming over here, since this is just part of the regular part of the farming guild. But then we can walk right over here for a hard task of entering the medium part of the farming guild. And then immediately right up to the top for an elite task of entering the high part of the farming guild. Pretty swell. Now we get to look at what we have in the terms of seeds. Here's our farming and herblore tab. We got some maple trees, yew trees, various herbs. It's a bit of a mess. I don't think we have much in the way of fruit trees. We got these bananas. That's rosemary. So yeah, overall, our seed supply is lacking. Let's see if we can get something going here. With a farming contract. We can go straight to hard farming contracts. Not sure if that's a great plan. Alright, just give me some whatever. Some dwarf weed. I think we can do that. We might even have a dwarf weed seed. It's entirely possible. Hey, there it is. One dwarf weed seed coming right up. We should probably also plant things in as many of these patches as possible. But if we want to get more things to plant, it probably would be a good idea to do some thieving of these master farmers. At least we got ultra compost going, so that's something. Might also grab some plant pots for the other seeds. We can basically do everything with farming, especially right now since we have the buff to it. We're pretty much good to go as far as farming is concerned right now, so let's just do some farming. Alright. Just pickpocket in from Master Farmer. There is Venomaster level 3. With that, we can allow ourselves to never get venomed. That'll be very useful in the places where that happens, because it will no longer happen. Quadruple loot, never failing master farmers. Also, pretty great. There is Ranar seeds from the master farmer. That was what we were going for. And we're probably going to have to go for that again multiple times to get more Ranar seeds, to make prayer potions, etc., etc. But that is a good supply of the seeds that you get from master farmers, at least. So there's that. Okay, so the dwarf weed died, and I don't have another one of those. So we are going to have to downgrade the contract for right now. Give me a medium contract. Yes, please. Jingerberries. Okay. I should have a jingerberry seed, so we can do that. Also, I'm going to plant a variety of other things, like some snape grass. Gonna plant a limpwort seed. Gonna plant a potato cactus. And they want a jingerberry? We can do jingerberry. That's fine. And I guess we can plant another herb seed here. What would be the best one? Let's go with an irit. Starting to try to get the farming and herb lore tab functioning. It's mostly in order, it's just missing a few bits. But now that we have to wait here again, I think we're going to just run around the map, planting various crops all over the place. Start getting ready for some of these tasks, because they are just everywhere. All sorts of interesting things. My adventures of planting things everywhere has gotten me all the way over here to Weiss. And now, I'm going to open up this harvesting fragment, and I'm going to go mine some basalt and salts, so I can teleport around more easily and get back here, and to Trollheim patch. Got a greedy gatherer for the farming, so this should be very quick. Wasn't expecting to get fragment level there. But there is a Chef's Catch level 3 while mining salt, because I'm going to make those teleports that I'm talking about. Meth. Very nice. Well, that should be enough basalt and salt. So now we can get back to farming. Run a little low on ultra compost. That's okay. We can make more. We can make more. Here's a task to harvest Snapdragon in Weiss. And it is a hard task. And just look at the number of herbs we're getting. We get 6 times as many as you would regularly get. And they're all noted. I like it. I like it a lot. This could make herb lore pretty doable. If we add in all the bonuses you can get for herb lore too. Getting 6 times the herbs. Very cool. And a medium task for harvesting any herb at Troll Stronghold. This time, it's Ranar's at 6 times as many as normal. These are the best patches because we're going to have infinite teleports here and they don't become diseased. So that is very good. I'll be able to get a lot of use out of this. Things really are not going as hoped here. The Jingerberry bush for the farming contract died. Well, at least we can come over here and harvest an Irrit for a medium task. Irrits are very solid choice for Herblore, since the secondaries are so easy to get. Although secondaries aren't quite as big of a deal, just due to the fragments and such. But I'm just going to replant this Jingerberry bush, because we do have more seeds for that. Unfortunate, but we can recover. Another mostly full farm run, going everywhere. Plus heading into all corners of the map to plant things for diaries and other tasks. Got 4 harvesting fragments. Seedy business, seedy business, seedy business. And seedy business. We're going to be saving more seeds in no time. But first, I'm taking all of these things that we collected and heading to my house to make some portals. The house is not much. All we really did here was make an additional room. Here's 100,000 coins to build a portal chamber. Worth it. Teleport focus. 2 teak portal frames. Now we can direct these to Troll Stronghold, and the second one to Weiss. So now, instead of having to go get tons of these salts and basalts and such, we can just come to the house and instantly get to where we're going. So that's going to be fantastic for planting our seeds that we don't want to risk at all. But I think that is pretty much all we can do for farming while we wait for everything that we've got to grow. So I'm going to move on to another skill. First thing we should do for Hunter is Eagle's Peak. You need it for box traps and to give some experience, which we're going to get at 12 times. So I'd say very well worth it. Here is your ferret, Charlie. Also, 30,000 Hunter experience, 2 quest points, ability to use box traps, 41 Hunter out of that, and that is base level 40s. So that is a medium task. We also have the amazing Eagle outfit. So that is going to be very useful. This quest sure does have a lot of diary tasks. Medium tasks for the desert, western provinces, and Fremennik. And it's also an additional task for anything that requires box traps, so. Well, there you go. Incoming double task. Catch a swamp lizard, or salamander, and catch a swamp lizard in Mauritania. Both medium tasks, adding up to equivalent of a hard task, except with 1 more Sage's Renown, I guess. So, 2 medium tasks, better than 1 hard. Medium task for trapping a spined Larupia in the filled up hills. Need to hunt a few more of these for another task. Brought my Larupia fairies over here to the clothing maker. And there it is. Medium task. Equip full Grak, Larupia, or Kayak. Could have just been just Larupia. I don't know if many people would go for the other ones, since they'd be more difficult to accomplish, but probably just another vestige of Trailblazer. Anyways, still absolutely tons of hunter tasks to do. Medium task, to catch a snowy night, and then we'll just release it. Into Puro, there is a easy task to catch a baby impling. We need to catch many implings. It's going to be a bit of a process. There is 50 implings here in Puro. I got the impling repellent and the magical butterfly net. So that's speeding things up, kinda. I don't really know if the impling repellent does anything. It doesn't really seem to. But it wasn't very expensive, so might as well. And there's a nature impling we can't catch. Getting a tiny amount of hunter XP here. Dropping a whole bunch of random stuff from low-level implings. Not exactly the best drops here. We're getting some clue scrolls though, so it's something. Base level 50. That'll also help here, because now we can catch the eclectic implings we keep accidentally misclicking on. Also got a fragment there for chin chonkers. So that is almost maxed out too, which is going to be very good when we get to that. Hey, eclectic impling. There you go. First eclectic. Curry leaf. Okay. 200 implings is a hard task. Less hard and more just kind of time consuming. But we didn't focus on any of the higher level ones, so overall, I'd say it went okay. Medium task, catching 30 orange salamanders. We're up to 200 renown now, so that's pretty special. I don't know how much we need to unlock everything, but the rate we're going, we'll probably get there. Just gonna stay here for a little bit longer, get a bit more hunter XP. But also, fragment. Very close to the end of chin chonkers. One more fragment, and it's over. Chin chonkers, level 3. That's a very big deal. Because at level 2, it's just 100% more XP. At level 3, it's 100% more XP, and you get 2 Chinchampas. I don't know if that means you get XP for the second Chinchampa. It doesn't say you do. But still, double Chinchampas, pretty nice. And we just need to get one more orange salamander here. And then we'll have the level to move on to red salamanders. You? No? You? Maybe? There it is. And you birdhouses. So that's something. Red salamander. Another medium task. Not going to be here for too long before I move on to other stuff. It's interesting it was only 1 red salamander, but 30 orange. Either way. Another task completed. Moving on from red salamanders. We got 2 more harvesting fragments. And that is just all hunter fragments maxed out. Twice even. So you can still keep getting those, even if you have them maxed out, until you actually click one of the maxed out ones. Good to know. To not spam inventory up with tons and tons of those. But move on to Chinchompas. 50 red Chinchompas in Kandarin. Unfortunate that Kandarin was part of that, because I was considering going to the area near Prifddinas, just because there might be less people over there. But either way, that is a hard task completed. And the XP drops here are absurd. 1 Chinchompa box, 12,720 XP. So yeah, that's pretty great. Medium task for equipping a Spidey cape. Also, that is a hard task in Varrock. So that's nice. And there is a hard task to trap a saber-toothed Kayat. Don't really need Kayat fur. But thank you, Kayats. A medium task for catching a black salamander. Can't wield it. Do not have the levels for that. Don't really need it either. Just gonna get rid of it. And the final hunter task for now. Giving 15,000 experience each time. Catch a black Chinchompa. Is a hard task. We're going to be back for plenty of these in the future. But for right now, I've got some farming to check on. A hard task to grow sweet corn of all things in Prifddinas. Solely a hard task, assuming that it's difficult to get into Prifddinas, which it is not. Third time is the charm to complete 1 farming contract. That is a medium task completed. There's another harvesting fragment. There are a lot of tasks for completing farming contracts. But I don't really know how useful that's really going to be. The seed rewards are nice too, so I'll probably just keep going at it. If we ever run out of Jingerberries. Let's see if we can get something better for the next one. There's our reward. And another hard contract, please. A maple tree. I do think I have a maple tree. So that is actually possible. Look in here. Yep, maple. Alright. Ideally, we would have all the plots with stuff in them. But I don't really have a huge amount of seeds quite yet, so that's not too viable at this stage. I will plant a new bush of some description. More seedy business. And in the seed pack, not too much. Oh, the pineapple seeds are actually pretty good. Sweet corn, Asgarnian, Jingerberry, Hammerstone, banana, and banana. 5 pineapple seeds. That's acceptable. I can work with that. At least we can get something in more of our fruit tree patches. I got a fragment from just getting my ultra compost. Yeah, one more and that's going to be end of seedy business. Maybe we'll get another one, getting more compost. Not a league task, but it is a diary task. Collect a whole bunch of U-roots. Our farming is definitely high enough to accomplish that. But we did get a harvesting fragment for Homewrecker. Okay. Some crafting tasks. Medium task. Craft 100 unpowered orbs. And another medium task. To craft a ruby amulet. And a construction medium task. To build an oak larder. They are 5,000 experience each. So that's pretty good. Currently doing a very temporary last recall greedy gatherer combo here. Ah, the teleport. Ah. Okay, I can fix that. I think that just means I need to teleport inside my house. That's unfortunate that that counts as teleporting there. But I can fix this. I'm just going to need to go to the house settings every time. But this is only a very temporary deal, so manageable. RuneScape fragment, level 2. So that means even better ZMI rune crafting. Nice. And there is 60 construction. Which means there's only one skill left to get to 60. That skill is ranged. Let's take a look at what we have in the way of range gear right now. We got a green d'hide body, bone crossbow, rose gloves, amia power. Yeah, we could definitely go for some dragonhide legs, at least. Our crafting level is not quite up to the task of blue dragonhide. I mean, I guess if we boosted with the +8. 71 is one level off. I'd probably get one crafting level. Okay, let's do that. Even though we're getting blue d'hide, I still went down to the Champions Guild, because full green d'hide is a medium task. Just to wield it. And then we make these blue d'hide bodies with our +8 stat boosts. There's probably a lot of stuff we could do with +8 stats. It's definitely something to consider. There is full blue d'hide for another medium task. The book does nothing, and the climbing boots are doing basically nothing too. But either way, I don't feel like going and getting boots right now. I just need to go get a little bit of range XP. And so I shall. There is base level 60s. A little bit of double tap, a little bit of knife's edge, And you got some range training going. That is a hard task. For 50 more points. 3 more renown. And that'll be a good stopping point. I'm just gonna hang out here for a while. Train some range. And then we will see what we're doing. Possibly mini games, since we have all the fragments maxed out at this point. Next time. Goodbye.